in 5. Give us a count now, Scott.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey! I'm Steve Des.
And I'm Christina Cropper.
And we are DreamPress Productions. This is podcast number what?
This is number 5.
5? Cinco. In Spanish, for those people who are trying to learn some Spanish. I'm going to throw a couple words here and there so you learn a little bit about it. So it's been another week. How's your week been, Christina?
Well, there was a lot of traffic on the roads.
A lot of traffic on the roads?
Yeah.
Okay,
I cleaned all that up.
You cleaned that up?
It's
okay.
taken care of.
Well, I had a situation, which I talked a little bit about it on the last episode, that I was going to be in that situation. And that was a situation between two cats.
Yes.
So I have a cat. That's my roommate's cat, and then I was taking care of a cat recently, and that was quite interesting because you told me you have 2 cats yourself.
I do.
So tell the people, how do you put these 2 cats together?
I bring the new cat in the house.
And that's it.
That's
Basically, she just puts the cats to just settle it. And the thing about that is that you have
supervise
them. Okay. That supervision of Christina is the one of all right, if I don't hear anything, kind of like the supervision you get from a dad that doesn't run away from the family. The one that's they're okay. They're not killing each other. I'm not hearing sounds of destroying furniture. Or using the oven or something.
Or the F word.
They should, or that. So they should be fine. But no, I am a very caring parent. And I have to know what I'm getting myself into. And you have to introduce these cats very gradually. And these cats already, when they saw each other, they were hissing and all that. But they never fought.
Sounds like risky business.
It is.
Or whiskey business.
Whiskey. What? We need a whiskey company to sponsor us. Talking about sponsorships, we need to give a shout out to our Patreon. Shout out to all y'all for making all this possible.
Yes,
you guys are incredible. And if you haven't supported yet, go to patreon.com/DreamPress Productions. We are able to do many things like hire people. Mm-hmm. And more things.
We bought this camera with it, and
now
we can put it on the screen.
Look, we're getting props. This could look flashy. We can have dancers come and do a number before our introduction to the show.
Yeah.
We can have even Michael Buffer just come and do a let's get ready to rumble, for us.
Yeah.
If you guys support us on Patreon.
Yeah,
we can shoot your live event. We can do many things.
Mm-hmm.
We can create your own idea. We have so many perks. Just check it out on Patreon. Click on the link.
You really should.
Right there. Patreon. That's like the new international sign of the Patreon. Patreon.
It's for support.
So you have...
I have.
Let's talk about pets, since we've been on this topic for a little bit.
Okay.
You also have a dog.
I do.
Yeah.
The dog's name is Sully.
The dog Sully actually made a cameo in a previous episode of the podcast. Let's take a look.
Let's throw that clip.
This is Sully.
Oh, that's part of the show.
All right. This is Sully. He's a Jack Russell Beagle Shih Tzu mix. He likes eating sticks and grass. All right. Go lay down.
That's why I stay away from Sully's mouth. So, tell us about this journey about having 2 cats and a dog.
Well, for the longest time, I didn't really have a dog until recently, and it's been cats all up until then. So, I got a dog because I've been wanting a dog for a while, and the timing was necessary, and I kind of approached it the same way I approached the cats in the cat situation with the dog on cat situation, and it
just threw just put in the house.
Well,
figure it out.
He was a tiny little dog. He was like this small. I took him to work. He'd sleep on the desk, like just laying there with his legs hanging off the back, and he grew with the cat I had at the time. So
Why are you looking down so much?
Said dog is laying down
Oh, what?
right there.
What are you doing, sir? He's just chilling. He's taking a suntan because his lights are hot.
Yeah.
I just looked down because there's a monitor, and I thought the camera was there, but the camera's here. Can't stop looking at myself. I'm so good looking.
Why so pretty?
Why so pretty? By the way, look at Christina's dress, ladies and gentlemen. This is not sponsored, but it looks great. I just wanted you to take a look, because you better not see this dress in a couple more episodes. So Christina's not repeating dresses.
I'm gonna have to. So, with that being said, if you guys could just support us on Patreon,
Yeah, we can
have a
buy,
lot more production value
Yeah,
to our life.
I
The show and the productions.
I can get a stylist because this hair is out of control. Yeah.
Well, we're not short of doubles if we ever need to like have stunts and you can't really perform the stunt for whatever reason.
Stunts.
Yeah.
Talking about stunts. Have you ever done stunts?
Kind of.
I know stunt people.
I think I talked about it in the 3rd episode about driving.
Oh yeah.
cars.
Let's look at a clip of that.
I would be so thrilled if I could do some kind of stunt work at some point in the future.
Well, you're already putting it out in the universe. That means you can make it happen.
Yeah, I also
Possible.
told the empty space in my car
That's
about
what it
that
is.
too, so it's getting
There you go.
around.
And I know some stunt people. I don't know stunt drivers, but I know stunt people. And we're back. Thank you so much for watching that clip. I don't know what I'm thanking you for, but I just love thanking people.
I feel like I time traveled.
Yeah, we did. We certainly did. We looked different.
Yeah.
I had a lot of facial hair, I think.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Me neither. I have no idea. But you guys
know.
You guys know for sure.
I'm gonna know later.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know right there below, like right there. Yeah. So we talked about stunts already. So should we digress?
I think we've already done that.
We already done that. Okay.
But we could move on, I guess.
We can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the hot topics these days?
Yeah. Well, you know, I've really been paying attention to
You been paying attention?
the idea of looking at topics that are going
Yeah.
on.
I heard the PS5 is coming out.
Yeah, ever since that PS4 came out,
Yeah, people are just talking about that PS5, you know what I'm saying?
it's all that's on people's minds.
Yeah. Have you actually played with what's it called, the Nintendo Switch?
I have, actually, yeah.
Yeah, is it cool?
It is cool. I like it. It's fun.
Have you traveled with it?
No, I've just, like, used it at occasions. I haven't played it on the handheld version, but I played it on TV.
What games do you play?
There's that cooking game.
Cooking?
Yeah, you play, like, multiplayers on the screen, and you go around helping each other prepare meals in a kitchen. So it's different meals each level, and sometimes it's on a boat that's, like, shifting.
Okay.
And I forget the name of it. If you guys know the name of it, put it in the comments and click down on our Patreon.
Yeah.
So we can get a Switch.
Yeah, because we are actually going to be doing gaming, right? Maybe,
Yeah.
possible. We're putting it out there. We're doing gaming. Probably by the time this episode's out, the gaming's already out.
Yeah, you guys
Who
are like,
knows?
what do you mean?
Follow our Twitch channel.
That's how fast we're growing.
Link on the doobly-doo below.
Yeah, there'll be a link.
Yeah, everything will be there. So whatever we say is probably outdated, but like just click there.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have something live at some point for not only just gaming, but the
For
productions we're
Patreon
doing.
people.
Yeah, like all the setup. For
See
all
how I plug the
stuff.
Patreon? We need to get something on this table. I do like the color though.
It's a great start.
It's a great start.
You can always
But,
add some
we can do
tablecloths, make a different table.
Yeah.
together.
What do you think? We can put I don't know what's in the background today.
I
It
don't
might be the
either.
same thing. It might be something different. I don't know.
Mhm.
I have no idea.
Could be a video clip.
Could be. Be somebody popping a pimple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
That'd be a better video than a picture.
So hot topic.
Yeah, it was a good store. I mean, it's too bad they had to close. They closed up, right?
No, Hot Topic's still
I'm
around.
really glad they're around.
Toys R Us closed though.
That's true. I saw some posts about that. People weren't very
Yeah,
excited
people
about
were like really. This is the first time I've ever seen people being nostalgic for a retail store.
Yeah, it's that
And
kind of world this day.
First of all,
yes.
these people did not go to Toys R Us that much.
No,
They probably went like 3 times and remember the nostalgia of it.
Mhm.
Like, I was kind of sad when Blockbuster died down. Because I remember the nostalgia of like going, picking up the game. One day, I picked up the wrong game. And it was Dynasty Warriors. And I played it all night. And long story short, my mom got mad at me. Because we thought, my friend was sleeping over. And we're playing for what it appeared to be 2-3 hours.
Oh,
But it ended up being 12 hours. We started playing at 7 p.m. And at 7 a.m., that's when my mom came in the door. She's like, what are you doing awake? Like, playing this game. So awesome. You get to, like, get swords and ride horses and
oh my god.
do stuff. But a lot of people got very nostalgic about Toys R Us.
Yeah.
I saw so many Instagram posts and people just writing poems.
I saw one post where it was Toys R Us, like saying "screw all you people who weren't there when we were actually open."
Yeah.
And it was the giraffe or something being very
I saw a
upset.
giraffe. I saw so many memes about the
I
giraffe.
bet.
Just with like fake AKs and going like, I'm about to blow up this Amazon or something.
Yeah, and that red box, huh?
Thug life. That thug life.
That's what they're doing now. They
Yeah.
gotta make money somehow.
Yeah. Hot topic. Heat. Let's talk about the heat.
Yeah, I mean, once we get some Patreon supporters, we can have like an AC unit.
Yeah, it's extreme.
Somewhere.
Like, I am sweating bullets out of control.
Yeah.
It's super insane.
Cup
We
of
do
sweating
have.
bullets.
Yeah. I mean, the
Water.
Patreon support has helped enough to get fancy lights, to get even a better monitor, and decorations on this table. A little bit of decorations.
Yeah, we got the seasonal section here. We just started building
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, we're gonna have like all the 4 states. We have autumn. We're gonna have autumn. We're gonna have
All
Christmas.
across Christmas,
We're gonna
yeah.
have spring. We're gonna have summer.
We got 4th of July right here,
Yeah, we're gonna create our
which
own
is the
holidays
season
too.
of the year.
Yeah, correct.
Just like Christmas.
It's not even Christmas,
No.
but we're already thinking about it because we want our presents to be more Patreon
We
supporters.
should call this show Support Us on Patreon.
That's gonna be the name of the show soon. That's how much we plead for you guys to keep us afloat.
Yeah, but no, I don't know any hot topics. I've just been dumb usual internet geek outs to like
So tell us about your latest internet geek out.
Okay.
I can tell you something that I started watching.
Okay.
While you think about that, I started watching Shameless
Yeah.
on Netflix. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. How is it?
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
a really good show. So I have so many friends that talk about it and brag about that show. How good is the acting? How good is this? How good is that?
Yeah.
And I can never get into it because everybody's like in season 5 or 6, so they're so deep into it
Yeah.
that I have no relationship with any of the characters.
Is that a newer show or an older show?
It's an older show,
That's
but
what
I
I
think
thought, okay.
I think that show is still running.
Oh wow.
I believe they're still shooting.
Wow.
So it's a show that's been going for years and years and years. And yeah, I'm getting the cue that it is still running. Yeah, so like I started watching. I'm in like still in season 1, like in the early episode. I'm like episode 6 or something. But each episode is like an hour long. It's very hard for me to get on series
Yeah.
that are that long. But this show is so good, like so good, that it gets you interested in every single character.
Well-
Even there's a random baby in that, like there, and you're like interested in the baby.
And they're not ashamed of the baby either.
No,
That's
they're
cool.
just shameless about everything.
That's wow.
So tell us about your internet geek outs.
Oh, well, my internet geek outs have been with, my latest thing has been this guy, Joe Dispenza. He's talking about how we create our reality and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in this really bad, like, bicycle accident where he was like hit by a I forget what kind of car, like a 4-wheel Bronco or something, and he landed like on his back, and he was just like really messed up, and they were telling him he should get surgery, but something was telling him that he shouldn't. So he ended up going with this idea that was already in his mind to like heal himself through like the power of the mind, with like wherever we get our willpower or our consciousness, and really trying to like define that space. And he started to actually rebuild his spine vertebrae by vertebrae, as he says, and now he's actually like sitting upright, and he walks and does regular things, I assume. I haven't seen too much of his stuff, but it's really fascinating stuff because he has these like 4-day seminars, and people will go there, and after enough meditation and stuff, there's some people who are significantly healing, and some who are just like on the other variation of that scale, which is, I thought, was really cool.
Yeah, that's why we gotta combine Eastern and Western medicines together.
Yeah,
because a lot of things that is happening in the East, we're implementing in the West. We're doing like yoga, hot yoga here and there, whatever. But like the type that they teach over there is some other level stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing with meditation. Like when I started meditating, like I was meditating with things that they do here, little sound bites, little things. But I started doing this meditation now that I follow a lot called Isha Kriya, which is taught by Sadhguru, a guru right there in India. He has a whole foundation about yoga and teaching people how to meditate and a bunch of other stuff and bring them to enlightenment. And it's been literally my performance, my focus, everything has gone to like a whole nother level ever since I started doing that. So yeah, it's good to expand your mind, especially now that we have YouTube and we have so many different avenues that we can get all this information. Let's use it wisely and find actual information that's going to benefit for us in the long term.
Yeah, for sure. Meditation's helped me so much for a while. I mean, like I have a period where I slowed down doing it, but I noticed the differences when I'm practicing and I'm not. It's very helpful.
Very helpful. So that was Christina's Geek Out on the internet.
There's a graphic right there.
And at this very moment, we are going to change clothes, and we have a special guest. You know who it is?
You have to change?
Yeah, we're gonna change clothes because remember.
Yeah. I'll find something.
Yeah. So let's see who the special guest is.
Let's see. Let's take a look.
Hi guys, I am Steve Des.
And I'm Christina Cropper.
And we're DreamPress Productions, and we have a lovely guest today for all you guys. She is not only an actress, she's a screenplay writer, comedian, personality, all sorts of incredible things. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Genevieve Joy.
Oh.
Right here in the building.
That's me.
Genevieve Joy's here.
What a lovely introduction.
I know. I remember we had in common the comedy stuff.
Yes.
And it took
right.
a while, but we're working together doing some comedy.
That's right.
You pull out Skip Town. So how you feeling? How was the drive here?
The drive was good. I was up early. Early.
Yeah.
So
and you had a show last night.
I had a show last night, and I still made it happen.
You made it happen.
Got up. Wasn't sure it was going to happen, but it did, and here we are.
Is it a normal thing to wake up early, or is
No, I don't know. I am not a morning person. But here's my thing I have a strange theory about waking up early in the morning.
What's that?
I cannot wake up early in the morning unless I wake up really early in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, like, if I'm up at, 10 to 5 before the sun, I feel like I have an edge on everybody, and I'm excited. But if I wake up at, 7:30, I'm like, meh, screw this.
Yeah, I get
and
that.
I don't move until 9 or 10 o'clock.
Yeah, there's something about the sunrise that makes me feel that way.
So it's like it makes me feel powerful or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just so insane that my body's like, I guess we're doing this. But I can get up at 5 more easily than I can get up at 7 or 8.
What makes me more powerful than anything is living in Los Angeles.
That too.
What?
Yeah.
What made you do the move from New York to LA?
Well, This is funny. I wanted to not do so much comedy. I was living in New York, and I'm from New York, so my family's all there. So I'm moving around because there's this thing between my legs.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to let everybody know that I'm not just weird, but like there's this thing between my legs, and I'm trying to keep them together, and it's but no one's looking down, so it really doesn't matter.
This whole section
is one giant block, but I don't need to be ladylike for these purposes, so I'm gonna straddling the thing right. I was living in New York. I'm from there. I was doing stand-up a lot. I was not working as an actress at all, which is what I wanted. And then I kind of made the decision in my head that my lease was up, and it was like, if I commit to a new lease in New York, I'm not going anywhere for a very long time. So this was the time to decide what I wanted to do. And then
when you're out of a lease in New York, they make you sign another lease?
Oh, yeah.
You don't get month to month ever?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I mean, I guess I could have, but I wasn't going to move twice. I wasn't going to, move. They were raising the rent, so I was going to leave that spot.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, if I was going to move, then I was going to move, you know? So I had really been toying with the idea of coming to LA, and God, it's so crazy to think, because it was a long time ago now. It's going on 6 years. But then out of nowhere, I kind of had this opportunity come, in LA, and so I did. So I came out here, and the first job I got was a play, and that was great. And then that ended, and then I joined a theater company and a class and stuff, and I started doing more, and that's sort of how that happened.
So when you moved originally here, you were gonna leave stand-up behind?
I was gonna semi-leave stand-up behind. I really wanted an opportunity to kind of emerge as an actress. And I felt really stuck in my rut of stand-up in New York. Like I was like a hamster in a wheel. I wasn't really moving forward. I was doing the same clubs, the same people, and I wasn't really, I didn't feel like I was improving that much, and I felt kind of stuck. I also, LA's cool. There was a boy here, that was another factor.
A lot of stories of people moving because of...
Well, it was it wasn't because of him, but I feel like, so I had a boyfriend in New York who moved out to LA. And we were not together, but we were in touch, So in my mind, it was true love. And definitely didn't move for him. But if he had been in New York, I may not have made the jump. It felt like the thing that might have really tied me to New York wasn't there. My family's there, but I wanted to leave them. I needed to move on from.
I know Christina went through the process of living with family for a while, and that didn't work out so well.
It rarely does.
Have you lived with your mom before?
Oh, fuck no. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, that's so funny, because I'm like, I struggle with money, and people are like, well, what about living with your mom? I'm like, I'd rather live in a box than with my... And here's the thing, I spend a lot of time with my mom. I spend a lot of time at her place. I go over for dinner. There's she's got a second bed, not a second bedroom, but like an office room with a pull-out. I spend the night there. Yeah. That's fine, but I can go. It's not my home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Safety net there.
It's nice. I mean, I probably spend the night there maybe only about once a week, maybe a little less, but enough that I really like it. But she's got a pool, she's got a great place. But I'm a visitor. Oh no. I don't care how broke I am. That is not happening ever. If I lived with her, she'd be dead. There's no better. It's not an option. I mean, no.
There's a switch on or off.
Yeah, and we're really close, but no.
Now, tell me about these bracelets that you have going on.
Bracelets,
I just noticed them.
I like a lot of jewelry.
Do they have a meaning? Do they have energy to them?
Do they have energy to them? I don't know. I mean, this was a gift that was a gift from the same boyfriend, the one I came to LA not for that I've been...
Is that to fight all the men that approach you on the streets?
No, you know what it was? It was because what he said when he gave it to me, I always wore at the time tons and tons of bracelets. I just got you this so that it could be one. So that you don't need to put on 50 and take off 50 and you could just one. Just one. And then it's boom, and then it's done, and then it's on, and then all the whole production of doing but I liked my ritual of putting on a million bracelets too. So a lady on Hollywood Boulevard made me this as a gift.
Wow.
She was one of those, she had a little thing, she sold jewelry, and she just kind of, you know what it was? I was chatting with my friend right in front of her about how I had just gotten Mother's Day and I was going to the premiere, and she said, "What?" and got all excited and said, "I need to make you some jewelry for your premiere." And she made me this. I did not wear this to the premiere, but I do wear it
Yeah.
And both of these are from Arizona. My mom got them. And this one was a gift from my acting teacher. I definitely think my acting teacher did some juju to this one. But I can't get it off because I broke this finger.
Oh.
And
man.
I actually can't get it off.
It is. That's
It's
the
there.
juju right
It's on
there.
for good. It's like a shackle. Like, you'll never forget me in my class. And
Maybe it's a.
When you put it on first, were you able to get it off at that time?
yeah, I put it on a long time ago. And I fell. I broke my finger.
it's
And it's
broken.
like, yeah, like this all got all screwed up and never went back together properly. And I can't get it off.
Was that because of the
finger push-ups?
What?
Was that because of the ring?
No, I fell.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hurled my body at some stairs, meaning like I didn't mean to hurl my body at the stairs, but I was going for the stairs and then I missed. So what I
Okay.
actually did was just like at full force, like hurl my body. It was a mistake. Yeah, it was bad. And because I'd never broken anything before, I was like, it's not broken. I don't break things. I didn't realize. And then later, they're like, I got an X-ray. They were like, yeah, this was broken and it healed all screwy and I was stupid.
Now, talking about mistakes, we do make a lot when we move to a town that we don't know nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning associating with the wrong people, maybe going to the wrong projects. Do you have any experiences of those?
So my first apartment in I got a lot of those. My first apartment, all right, I'm moving my legs again, so nobody be alarmed. I have this, okay. I'm gonna go like this,
There you go.
and then I'm gonna go.
We're gonna tell the future guest that same
Yeah,
tip.
okay, yeah, there we go, that's better. Well, when I first moved to LA, I got a place on Craigslist. That was my first, probably big stupid thing to do. Well, because the boyfriend guy, he was like, oh, don't commit to a place you haven't seen. Stay with me for a little while and then you'll find something. And then he changed his mind about our relationship while I was halfway across the country. So I needed a place to live on short notice. Yeah, I know. Not a very good guy. So I needed a place, but he did give me this bracelet. I moved to LA. I look on Craigslist and I see all these ads like, show me your boobs, rent negotiable. I'm like, no. And then I see this one that it's from a girl. It's like, roommate moved out on short notice, live on Doheny. I'm like, oh, this looks nice. It was furnished, which I needed. I had nothing. I go to the place. And this girl answers the door. And she says she's 30, but I think she was lying. I mean, but that was the beginning of really? She doesn't look 30. Maybe I'm wrong or maybe she's lying.
Yeah.
I don't know, right? So literally the most unattractive human being I've ever seen. Which should have been a red flag. And I don't say that to be mean. I mean, one tooth like this, hair all out there.
Okay.
She had at one point been very, very fat and then lost it all like this. And she said it was a complication from diabetes.
Right.
But that's, yes. Complication from diabetes is not a thing that makes you drop 100 pounds in a couple of months, right? So I just go, okay, it's a really, really reasonable amount of money for this gorgeous building with valet and everything you could imagine, right? Pool, everything.
Yeah.
So I move in. It's so do you do drugs at all? And I'm like, no. And she goes, oh, okay. And I'm like, wait, why do you ask? She's like, well, on occasion, I kind of do some drugs. And I'm like, well, what drugs? Pot? I mean, that's perfectly normal. That doesn't bother. She goes, well, sometimes I do a little bit of coke. And I'm like, okay. Coke is I mean, I don't do it, but whatever. But then I had this, you ever you get a thought in your head where you're like, something doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, this girl was so unattractive. And she was so... Because here's where my brain went. I don't think she's cool enough to have a coke problem. Not that drugs are cool, but just hear me out. Coke is a party drug, right?
Right.
So in order for one to get hooked on coke, one has to at least have been to a party at some point where coke was being handed out. Which means you have to at least be cool enough to know people who have parties. And she wasn't. So I'm like, where did she ever even get introduced to coke? Right? That's my thinking. Because she's a weirdo, right? I would come home from being out with some friends and I would walk in the door.
Grew up in the project, so I've seen a lot.
Yeah, so she's sitting there with her TV dinner tray, watching, reruns of Intervention, right, snorting up shit off the tray going, I hope you didn't drive! I've had, one Corona. And I'm like, you're right, I'm the one with the problem,
Whoa.
right? So, then what happened was she told me that she had a date. So I stuck around, this guy comes to the door, and he was attractive, and I was shocked. And they're sitting on the couch, and they're smoking out of this, well, it sort of looked like a bowl, but it was spherical. It was you know what it was? Little glass thing with a ball on the end, right? Mm. Grew up in the projects. Mm. I'm from Connecticut, okay? So I don't know this life.
A crack pipe.
I did not recognize a crack pipe. right? I'm like, that's an odd looking little like pot bowl thing that they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I went to college in upstate New York,
honestly,
so
someone that's completely naive could think, oh, it's a fancy ball.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. It did not occur to me what was going on in the house. So like they do a bunch of this stuff or whatever, and he's like, "Do you want to smoke some?" And she's like, "No, she doesn't do drugs. Like I'm a loser. Like, like right? She doesn't even do drugs." I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I'm gonna go hang out in my room now. Bye." So he comes. A little while later, this guy taps on my door, and he's like, "Do you mind if I hang out with you in here?" And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Oh, well, I'm too messed up to drive home, and I don't really want to be out there with her."
Oh, man.
And I said, "But she's your date. Like, what do you mean you don't want to be out there with her?" He's like, "No, I just met her tonight." And I'm like, "I don't understand. I don't actually know her. And why are you here?" He goes, "Craigslist." And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Were you selling a couch? Like, I don't...
Yeah.
Like, how did that mean?
Casual encounters.
He goes,
Super NES?
casual encounters.
Why am I...
Why are you
No,
the one? You're not... These stories are supposed to be shocking, and you're like, no, I know exactly what happened. That's totally normal. Crack pipe, meth, casual encounters. Like, who doesn't do that?
I'm invested.
So-
Yeah, I'm from Miami. I didn't really have much of this either.
Right. So I'm like, I have so many questions. I'm like, I really should throw you out of here because this is skeeving me out like there's no tomorrow. But I'm like, if you want to stay here till you calm down off your whatever it is you're on, I'm like, you got to tell me everything because I'm fascinated. I'm like, you seem nice. You're a good-looking guy. How did it happen to be that you were like trolling Craigslist in the night searching for my creepy roommate? Like, how? And he's like, well, I used to have a real drug problem. Used to.
Yeah.
And I bottomed out. I got divorced. I hadn't seen my son, and like my son was taken away. It's this horrible thing, and I ended up getting help and getting through it. And now I'm a drug counselor for kids. This is not funny. This is terrible, right? And he goes, and I've relapsed, and I don't want to go for help because I'm this close to getting my kid back. So.
Oh, man.
It's just like, and I'm
That's
like,
loaded.
I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this is the worst story I've ever heard. Like, you need to get your life together. Like, this is, this is bad. I have no idea what happened to that guy, but anyway, things like that were happening all the time. By the way, the kinds of people on Casual Encounters, like, I don't know what you envision, because I never really gave it any thought, but it's nothing like it. Whatever you envision, that's not it. And there's codes on the Craigslist, like bring 12 flowers means I'll blow you for $1. Like, I don't know what they all mean.
Oh.
But like, because police, like, because it's the exchange of drugs. So
Who's out there blowing for $1?
See what the serious
set
questions.
a trap. Say bring 12 flowers and see what they come up with.
Can you give me the number?
Like,
Is there a legend we can find?
so this is what is going on, and then and she did it constantly, and she was very cheap, so she didn't pay for things. She had first of all, she would go to like these special places where and like she'd have like peppermint Oreos, and like green tea Fig Newtons, and like vanilla pretzels, and so, because it was like some intern at Nabisco was like, let's try this, and then they'd give out free samples, and then they'd be like, this is disgusting, we're never doing this again. So she would get all of like the food that never went to market, and that's what we had in the house because it was free.
Oh, man.
And then she would buy food. Then she would buy groceries like at the dollar store, and then like take it to the pavilions and return it, and like get money from like
so
I bought too many packs of potato chips. I don't need these. Can I return them? Buy like 10 of them from the dollar store and then go to Ralph's or Pavilions or one of the places and return them like she bought them there.
Oh, man.
And then she'd act she was so weird, and I'm sure they, like, from a normal person they'd want a receipt, but they probably just didn't want to deal with her because she was like weird. So they'd be like, here, just take whatever you want and you go.
Yeah.
Right? Or she'd do that thing at the movies, like she'd go into a movie to just clear it out and pick up a bag and a cup and then go up to the thing and say, my kid knocked this over. So she wasn't buying the drugs. So she was having the men bring the drugs, and then the payment was her. But she'd put up these very inaccurate photos, and often they wouldn't want the payment, and then there was a whole situation. And, I mean, it was something.
How long were you in that situation?
About a year.
Whoa.
It was a really nice building. A really nice build. There was a pool. It was hard to give up.
So what was the final straw?
I'd say the final straw was I went into her bathroom looking for like a, like I needed some toothpaste or something, and then I saw a little box on the thing, and it was crammed with my jewelry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so she had was stealing stuff from me, and then I started really...
Stole your bracelets?
Yeah, right.
You left New York in order to pursue acting, but then you made it to a film where you were doing stand-up.
I
under
know!
Your own freaking name. You're not even a character.
No! And you know what, Al? See, that's the thing, right? Okay, so my first job in LA was Gary Marshall put me in a play. This is crazy. So years and years ago, my mother lived in LA, and she knew Gary Marshall and was in his first ever movie when he wasn't even directing. He was just like a producer, like a low-level producer, and he was a writer on the thing, right? So she met him, knew him, hadn't seen him in 100 million years. So I said I want to move to LA. She goes, well, I have a phone number. He's the only person I know there. Maybe I'll take you to lunch or something, right? So I call up leave this weird message that's like, I'm looking for Mr. Marshall. My mom is Kathleen. I don't know if he remembers her /us/ call me, don't call me, get by. Like, it was awkward. Like, what kind of message you leave for Gary Marshall? He doesn't know you, So I leave this weird message, and like very shortly after, I get this phone call. Hello? That's how he talks. This is Gary Marshall from California. And I said, oh, I'm so glad it's not Gary Marshall from Poughkeepsie, because that guy keeps calling, and I was going to hang up. Like, didn't need to qualify where he was calling from. But, like he thinks nobody knows who he is, Well, hi, and then he goes, Kathy has a kid and she's funny. Oh, no. So we start talking on the phone. And then he goes, I don't know what you look like. Can you send me a picture? And I said, well, I can send you. How about if I email? What's that? I'm old. I don't have a computer. I have a pencil, and I have a mailbox that they check, and they bring me the mail, but make sure you write Garr, because my name has 2 R's, and when people write 1 R, they go, this person doesn't fucking know him, so make sure 2 R, very important, the 2 R's. And then he says my address, and the numbers of the address add up to the number 13, which he made sure you'll remember it, because if you add all the 4 numbers, you get 13, because 13 is my lucky number, and life can change on a dime, and you gotta have luck on your side. So I send him the picture. He calls me back. I would have known you on the street. That face. You look like your mother. And I'm like, wow. So I guess he liked my mom. I mean, they haven't seen each other like 40 years or something like that. I mean, I don't know what went down 40 years ago, but it must have been something. We start talking on the phone every day, and we become like super close, talking on the phone every day. And when I come out, he says, you come, you read, we're doing the play, it's Neil Simon, I ought to be in pictures. So I read for the play, I get the job. Robert Wool, you know who that is? He was Arliss on the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So he is the other role. So he's he plays opposite me. So I do this play with Robert Wool, and it's a wonderful experience. I'm very close with Gary. I auditioned for the movie, and he goes, you're read good, but you're not right for the part. And I don't know if you've seen Mother's Day. There's like 8 million characters in that movie. So I said, which part? And he goes, any of the parts. But I have a different idea. I think we're going to make the scene in a comedy club, and then we'll have a comic on the stage, and it'll be you, comedy! Right? So he writes in this whole scene where the action's all in a comedy club and puts me on the stage doing it. It was very cool.
Damn.
So that was my story of why I did stand up in the movie.
That is awesome. And that movie, Jason Sudeikis on it.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer
Aniston.
You got to hang out with
Julia
them?
Roberts. I didn't hang out with them. I did hang out a lot with John Lovitz.
Oh, that's
which
cool.
was really exciting for me. He played.
Did they write the jokes for you, or did you?
No.
Okay.
It was all mine. Yeah, they wanted me doing my own material, and they used my own name and everything.
What?
Yeah.
But how can people find you, Genevieve?
Oh, I'm not so hard to find. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, all those. But I love Instagram. That's
Instagram? That's your go-to spot.
Probably, yeah. I love Instagram at CatfightJoy. I do have Twitter. Every now and then I open it. Catfight Joy. CATFIGH, like a cat fight, and then Joy. It's not so hard, right? Probably the best. I also have a website, GenevieveJoy.com, that has all more information, video stuff upcoming if you want to know about me. It's probably the best
Go
way.
check her out. And
Yeah.
Christina wanted to tell you something about the show.
Oh yeah, I thought your set last night was really good.
Oh my God, you were there?
Yeah.
Oh!
I was the one taking the pictures on the side
Oh, I didn't even put that together. Well, thank you.
Literally on the drive back, I was like, who are your top 3 comedians? She's like, I like that one that did all the voices. That was like one of my favorites.
Would that be me?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was you.
Oh, that's so funny. I didn't even realize I'm doing it. Well, because I was doing the French lady and the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, that French accent was great.
Right, that's so funny.
Specify the
Voices.
French one. Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you liked it because that was new. I've never
cool.
I haven't really talked about that. But it's fun. Every time I do material like about little kids, it always kills. It's kind of, it never fails.
I think if you go to casual encounters, you probably get lucky, you know? So. Alright. Anyways, guys, it's been Genevieve Joy. Go ahead and follow her. She's been amazing. She's also going to be in more stuff here. So stay tuned. I've been Steve Des. That's Christina Cropper.
I'm Christina Cropper.
We're DreamPress Productions. See you on the next one.
Bye.
And we're back.
We're back. We're back. Wasn't that person exciting?
That was great.
Yeah, they were awesome. So great.
Mhm.
Great people. That person.
What can you say? I mean, it's all been said there.
It's all been said. It's all been said. If you want to watch the extended version of that clip, check it out here on our channel. You know what I'm saying? Support that DreamPress production life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so any last things you want to tell the folks?
Yeah, I want to remind everybody to stay aware of your thoughts, stay positive, and, you know, keep chasing what you're dreaming for. It sounds corny, but it's true. Like, if you're upset about something that you're not really getting done or somewhere you're not really headed, keep trying.
Yeah, and my message to the world before we wrap up this episode is that always go in a focused direction towards your beliefs and dreams, because no one is ever going to believe more in your dreams more than you do. And if you can't take the heat, get the F out the kitchen. I'm Steve Des. Go ahead and follow me at Steve Des TV on all social medias. Follow DreamPress Productions. We got a bunch of stuff coming out. We got some pictures that we're excited to share.
Yeah, some photos.
We got some new content. The gaming stuff's coming up.
Yeah. some
Christina got
sketches.
handles.
What?
You got handles, Christy Crap, you know. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like...
no, social media handles.
I was imagining like when you have a clip editing and there's handles, like 15 frames just in case.
That could work too.
That's my brain. I'm Christina Cropper. Wish I had a cool outro to segue to that,
Yeah.
like you did. But this is great too. And you can follow me on Instagram at Christy_cropped, or Facebook. Just search my name
Yeah.
on there.
Search her name.
On there.
Anyways, it's been the DreamPress Productions podcast episode 5, right? Five. Like the foot longs. Remember when they had that campaign?
$5.
5. For $5, you can start donating with us on Patreon. Shout out to Patreon. Go to patreon.com/DreamPress Productions, and you can support us there.
Give it a click.
Give it a click. See you on the next one.
Been fun. I can't reach that far to the lens.
You
I was
can.
gonna cover it with my palm.
In 5.